East Wake on the Warriors jersey. So that's why we haven't really called names on the Warriors. So
I think we should make a rule that if you are a certain jersey away side and you got these jerseys like East Wake has, you've got to have like a dark black or dark blue around the number so we could have a better visual of being able to see the number. So props to Seatown and Clayton and Hunter Jinks and the Comets for having jerseys that we can actually be able to call and see clearly.
Well, the Comets has been the Blues ever since, of course, that me and you were here. Both of us graduated from Clayton High School. So it feels good to be back into the home.
This is your first home broadcast here since we put this whole deal together. Brad Tanis worked the Triple S game with me. You worked the game last week against West Johnson, which was really cool because you said you ran track cross country over there too, so that was special. And right now, we've got a delay in play here for like the last 3 to 5 minutes here.
So with 39 seconds, we're trying to figure out what's going on.
The referees are moving the ball back on Clayton or East Wake, one or the other.
So it was a 15-yard late penalty against the Comets after that kick return. But what happened as we were rambling back and forth here, they moved the ball the opposite way against the Warriors 15 yards.
Oh, they made a mistake.
Now, they had to push it back.
We all make mistakes.
I'm every day. My wife tells me that every day.
1st and 10 with the ball on the 40 now. So a penalty being done on the Comets. They're having to bring them back 15 yards. This will set up a 1st and 10, though.
That is correct. Once again, Creech will be the quarterback. That is Dawson Creech, number 14 for the Warriors. So 39 seconds. Eventually, we're going to get rid of this first quarter. I know you've heard us say 39 seconds. About 10 minutes now there.
East Wake's ball. Did I say it was Comets ball? My apologies. East Wake is on the offensive now.
So Creech has it in the shotgun position. We have a man motion, one to the left, one to the right, and he looks to throw. He does, and it is caught. But he has brought down, that is number 3. That is Evan Hardy on the defensive stop right at that was about a 3-yard reception.
I pity anybody to be in this broadcast position that we're in right now because it is, I promise you, we're not telling you fibs. We don't know the number of these players. It is really hard to see the numbers on the East Wake defense, offense because of their jerseys. Clayton, you can see him a mile away. East Wake, it's hard to see from the yellow.
We have a timeout on the field. East Wake does call a timeout.
With 3 seconds. They're going to let the clock run down. That's just going to end the first quarter of play. They were going to call a timeout with 3 seconds. I think they said, no, let's just let the end of the first quarter take place.
There you go. So at the 43-yard line, we are in the beginning or the end of the first quarter. Your score 7 for the Comets, 0 for the Warriors. You're tuned in to Friday Night Under the Lights on the CRN Sports Network.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Welcome back to the CRN Sports Network here in Clayton, North Carolina for Friday Night Under the Lights on a special Thursday evening here in Clayton, North Carolina. Trey Snodd and Mr. Wesley Outland on the call this evening. In the beginning of the second quarter, your score 7 for the Comets, 0 for the Warriors. This has been a back and forth, as we mentioned, going into the second quarter here. The Comets got all the way on the Warrior side of the ball or field 4 different times, was finally able to push it in, or punch it in, should they say, in the about 39 seconds remain. So your score 7 for the Comets and 0 for the Warriors. They do have the ball right at the 49-yard line. So they're almost to for the first time all evening, the Warriors finally get to their 50-yard line of the Comets.
They're slowly but surely starting to make ground up the field. So, again, props to the East Wake Warriors on that. But Clayton still up front, 7-0. We're about to go in the final half of play for the first half. Second quarter about to get underway here on the CRN Sports Network.
So, Creech.
Okay, my buddy had to stop there, and I hope he's not getting sick. My buddy ain't been feeling well, but Dawson Creech there with the carry, number 14, couple of yards up the field to number 11 of the East Wake Warriors of Joshua Crudup, and he gets a couple of carries up the field. It'll be 3rd and 8 now with the ball on the 49 for the East Wake Warriors as they are slowly but surely starting to find their way into Comets territory. As they get ready to set up now for 3 and 8, ball on 49. We're in the second quarter of play. First half ready to roll here till halftime, Trace Knight.
Once again, the ball's at the 49-yard line. Creech will clap his hand in the shotgun position. 1 to the left. We have 3 to the right and 1 in the backfield. He looks to throw. He does. And he has his man
number 11.
Straight up the middle of the field. That is number 11.
Number 11,
Joshua
catch.
Crudup. Sounds like a rap song there, Wesley. Crudup. So 11:48 here in the second quarter for the first time
he
this
was
evening.
Right open. Crudup was right in the middle of the backfield. Nobody could catch him. A great catch, a great stop there by the Comets defense, but the damage was done. We reset the chains. 1st and 10, ball on 37 for the Warriors.
Your eyesight is a lot better than mine, Wesley. 11:36 here in the second quarter, and Creech hands it off to the left-hand side as number 3. Well, we don't have a 3, but he is hands off to the left-hand side. And he is finally brought down.
I guess my eyes are better than yours.
That's all right, though.
That was number 7 with the carry for East Wake. That was Isaiah Thomas, number 7, the cornerback, free safety there, junior. Isaiah Thomas with the carry just a moment ago, number 7. You got to squint your eyes just a little bit, but if you try, you'll figure it out.
I know. If you're listening tonight, don't be mad if you're an East Wake Warriors fan, because I'm having a hard time seeing these numbers. But Creech will be in the shotgun position.
Oh, he jumped! Comets got encroachment. They go off sides first. It's going to go against Clayton there. And this is going to allow East Wake to get some more leverage up the field. Trace Knight, a costly penalty on Clayton.
So the ball will be at the 30-yard line now, the best field position that the Warriors have seen all evening.
2nd and 4 coming up.
10:55 here in the second quarter. Creech hands it off. He decides to he decides to keep it. Instead, he gives it off, and about a minus 3-yard loss on the tackle. About 3 different Comets.
Dawson Creech got pummeled there. Great stop by the Comets defense, making the stops there. Good work by the Comets defense.
That was a
they're making the quick stops.
That was a 5-yard rushing loss for the Warriors. So with 10:26, it's going to be 3rd down and 9 to go for the Warriors. Creech is going to be in the shotgun position, 1 in the backfield, 1 to the right, 2 to the left, and we have a man in motion. He looks to throw it. The ball's, what an arm. He has a terrific arm, but just a little bit too high. That comes out so smoothly.
Great stoppage by the Comets defense of number 5, Trayshawn Weeks, the defensive back senior, 6'1", 160. By the way, this is senior night as East Wake Warriors are here at the Clayton High School, Nixon Fowler Stadium, hosting the Comets. And congratulations to all of the seniors and all of the fall athletic sports programs for both East Wake and Clayton. And again, a special game here, the last game of the regular season before we go into the postseason. And right now, Clayton is sitting 2nd in the Greater News 3A football standings.
And there's a punt. It was a 4th down. The Warriors looked like they were going to go for it, but Creech decides to kick it, and a great kick goes out about the 5-yard line. So the Comets do take control, but on their side of the field, right at the 5-yard line. 10:07 here in the second quarter. You're tuned in to the CRN Sports Network.
When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price? Honesty? How about our general contractor with integrity? If this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen to some satisfied customers. Every detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects over the years, and the quality of the work given to us by Osborne was far superior to other companies. Sound like a company you want to deal with? Head over to osbornecompany.com to see what they can do for you today. Or give them a call and talk with the friendly staff at 336-623-2111. The Osborne Company. Integrity, excellence, and value.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
On the punt for the Warriors, the Comets take control at the 5-yard line. Richardson rushed straight up the middle, about a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 to go for the Comets on their side of the field. 9:46, your score, 7 for the Comets and 0 for the Warriors. Once again, the defense of the Warriors are playing extremely well. 2 4-and-outs for, or really 3-and-outs for the Comets offense. They're playing extremely well. Richardson runs straight up the middle of the field. Once again, he is met. That is another 3-yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 to go for the Comets.
All right, so we set up now at 9:18. Clock continues to tick away. Clayton is up in front 7-0. Are you happy with that score right now, Trey? Do you think Clayton could do better? Do you think it's competitive? What?
Well, 4 different, like I said, mentioned, there's been 4 times where we've only scored on one of the opportunity that we had. We only scored on one, but again, we're seeing a lot of different names and different positions that some of the players aren't used to playing. And again, the defense of the East Wake Warriors, they're playing extremely well.
That's right.
We've seen them stop them on 2 3-and-outs in a row. They had to punt it away, and then they finally scored with 39 seconds for the Comets. So we've seen the Warriors defense really step up in this game. Again, they're coming in at the 4th position here in the conference, the Greater News 3A football standings here.
That's right.
So they're coming in at 2-2, 4-6 overall, but they're not playing like only a 4-win team tonight.
That's right. You're exactly right. As we come now, here it comes.
So Cagle will be the quarterback right now, but somehow Richardson gets out to the right hand side. Break. He has his trips. He trips on his own feet, and he has finally brought out the 40-yard line. Somehow Richardson got away from the 3 defenders that had him wrapped up, gets to the outside, and finally pushed out of bounds, really kind of stepped on his own feet.
And I mean this with no disrespect. That was like athleticism, gymnastics for a man in cleats and helmets and pads, the way he done that. Oh, my goodness, he was flying through the air, did like a total, like a, what do you call it, a cartwheel, and still kept going.
That's right. That was a
wow.
ESPN, here we come. So Cagle will be in the shot position once more. He gets the Richardson straight up the middle of the field. Once again, he has a blocker in front of him, gets down to the 30. Down, he is brought down at the 29-yard line. That is another 1st down run by Richardson and this Comet offense. This is the offense that we're used to seeing for the Comets. They are starting to move the field. That is 2 back-to-back 8 or 40-yard runs by Richardson of the Comets. 40 yards.
Now. You're exactly right.
So they are finally back on the Warrior side of the field, but there is a flag on the field, and once again, it is against the Comets, so they will be moved all the way back and wait to see where they put the position. I think it was at the original.
Is it the original spot?
Regional line of scrimmage.
Back to the original spot, yeah.
So it is now at the 45-yard line, so you take that 40-yard rush away from the Richardson. Number 24 for the Comets, and it's going to remains 1st down and 10. Depends on where they put it, but right now is where the ball is 1st down and 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trey Snow, with about 2 minutes left to go in the first half of play, I'm going to sneak out the back door here and try to run down on the Nixon Fowler Field and try to grab an interview with Hunter Jinks first, our head coach of Clayton, and then we'll get you a word with the away coach of the East Wake Warriors here, Mr. Mike Murray, as those are the coaches, the man on the leading their troops to battle here, the final game of the year for senior night, postseason. Next week, we play for the state championships.
Well, that's what they're fighting for, that's for sure. So 8:42.
Well, the playoffs. Yeah, the playoffs. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
The clock will continue to run right here. 8:40 here in the first half. Your score, 7 for the Comets and 0 for the Warriors. It's going to be at the 45-yard line. Cagle remains the quarterback for the Comets. Richardson in the backfield. He claps his hand, he gives it to him. Straight up the middle field once again. He is finally brought down right at the 4. Correction, he continues. Look at him move his feet, but there's another flag on the field. He literally, Wesley, I'm not being dramatic here.
Right.
He literally had 6 guys, Warriors defenders, on his back, and he got another 3 additional yards. What a terrific young man, Richardson and this Comets offense.
8:22 in the second. The ball is now going to be placed at the 45-yard line, and a penalty is now on the play here. We're waiting to see what the referees will have a meeting of the minds about.
And it looks like it's going to be, as they finally kind of disperse here. And once again, what a terrific run by Richardson's number 24. He had 6 different defenders draped all over him and got additional 3 yards. Looks like the Comets thinks against the Warriors, but the other side of the Warriors thinks against the Comets, and the Warriors were correct. It is against the Comets. So once again,